weeks working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We go to that. 180. Ready? Kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Flowers. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Goff. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Goff. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Right back to him on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Geis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here it comes. Here it comes.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Check 3. Check 3.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
They start on the ground with Geis. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less than a field goal attempt for him.
Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And James has it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. 59 mark, 59 mark.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Goff now to throw. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if I receive.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Tiger, value three.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Back. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. That'll bring up second down. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Bridgewater. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try it too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. First and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on first and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Watch right. Watch QB.
From the 50, it's gone. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is up to 8. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. On the draw, they go to Geis, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 25 yards that time.
First down.
Ito Smith, his first carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here we go, here we go.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a run with Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's brought in by Dodson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Switch up, switch up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Now a desperation throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Dolphins, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the back. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.